Value is the 90 count. So if you really want to get, dollar for dollar, the best shrimp your money can buy, I can't wait for you to try those shrimp. You're going to be so happy. All right, we also got a little taste of the filet mignon that is available for you. Today we have a 10 count. You have 10 of the 5-ounce fillets. You also are getting the amazing garlic butter included. And I'll tell you what else is expensive. Not just shrimp is expensive out there at restaurants. Chef Curtis Stone, so is filet mignon. It really is like the best of the best. Tell us, you began your incredible restaurant career as a butcher.
I know I'm not looking at the camera because I can't get my eyes off these steaks. I mean, I tell you what, there's something about me. I just love beautiful red meat, and have a look at these lean filet mignons. Look at the size of these babies. Now, there's a little bit of intermuscular fat on there, but the truth is fillets are very, very lean. These are the steaks your doctors want you to eat. These are the steaks your bellies want you to eat. And these are the steaks your taste buds are dying for you to try. Now, they come to you frozen, right? Perfectly flash frozen, individually packaged. So each one has been cut, hand cut, of course, and then individually packaged like this. They come to you on dry ice. You can hear them, they are flash frozen. You'll pop them straight in the freezer. When you want one, you take out one. The best thing of all is one of these is a great sharer. Okay, so I'm gonna go on in. You guys, this is so delicious. Are you ready? I'm just gonna, forgive me for using my hands, but I can't help myself. I just want you to see how simply sensational, juicy, perfect these filet mignons actually are. If I stand these up here for you, I mean, can you get a good look at that? You can just see how wonderfully delicious. Look at how juicy it is. I mean, that is just a thing of beauty. I'm going to show you something really cool here. Let me take a little slice of that filet. Now, if you were eating this just with a fork, forget about the steak knives. I know we have them for sale, but the truth is with the filet, you can literally cut through it with a fork. And when you can do that to meat, you know that you are in tenderness heaven. Oh, that's one way to shut me up. I'll tell you what, that is a delicious steak.
And you know, isn't filet like the best of the best? I mean, how much does a filet go in one of your restaurants? How much is a filet mignon dinner?
Well, of course, depending upon the size, but we have a filet on at the moment at Gwen, and we're at $95 for it. So, and that's for one steak. You're taking home 10 steaks here for less than the price of 2 if you're at Gwen. And the truth is, in restaurants, of course, the pricing is a little different because, you know, it's not like we're there ripping people off. We have to run the restaurant and all the rest of it. But you're right. If you go to a restaurant, you're paying for the rent, you're paying for the glassware, you're paying for the expensive sommeliers and the service stuff. When you get the very same quality at home, you don't pay for any of that. And you get to eat it and enjoy it in your own home, and that's what's so, so special about it. You know, you can see how juicy, and by the way, that's a steak that's probably, forgive me for saying it this way, Sarah, but it was probably cooked by someone in the test kitchen. It was probably cooked some time ago, and have a look at how juicy it still is. So there's no smoke and mirrors here, you guys. This is, you get what you get. And I tell you what, when you get this home, you will fall in love. Look at how my knife just glides through that steak.
It's so tender. It's so
tender.
Delicious. These are best sellers. These are customer picks. These are on sale with free shipping. You get 10. You could eat one every night for the next 10 days if you are a steak lover, if you are a steak connoisseur. You want to buy your steak from someone who is a butcher, who owns Michelin-starred restaurants, who is a New York Times best-selling author. You want to get steak from someone who knows beef inside and out, and that's what he does, and that's what he does best. These are incredible, beautiful, rich sizes. Also, they're tender, they're buttery soft, they're beautifully marbled, they're perfectly trimmed. They're ready to go, Chef.
Oh, they sure are.
Oh,
now, forgive me
delicious.
for just handling this. I really do apologize, but I just need you to see just how beautifully juicy these steaks are. So I'm just holding it up, and you can just see it right there, right? I mean, the juiciness is on a whole nother level. the tenderness, the flavor. Look, I can literally pull this steak apart with my hands. I don't mean to go all caveman on you, but I just want you to know it is so delectably tender. It literally melts in your mouth. Matt, I could give you a kiss. That's how good they taste. They're perfectly cooked.
Now that we might not want to see on camera, Curtis, but I know
Yes.
the emotion when you take a bite of the most perfect steak. Imagine, what do? Do you close your eyes? Do you kind of let it just kind of melt on your tongue, melt on your mouth? You notice how you hardly have to chew? It's not dry, it's not tough. This is just like so perfectly made for you. Now, yes, you pay a little bit more for filet mignon, but you get a little bit more. You get the best experience. And that's what I really want you to consider today, is treating yourself. We don't always get to treat ourselves to a steak dinner. A nice steak dinner will cost you $100, easy. I mean, if you're lucky, you can get maybe 2 people a really nice filet mignon steak dinner at any kind of mid-tier restaurant and above. This is steak dinner every night for less than 200.
Sure.
So this is something really special. I like that they're frozen. So this could be like a last minute go-to, right? Can you cook them from frozen?
Of course you can, absolutely. Well, no, you want to defrost it, but, you know, I mean, by the way, look at what I just did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if 5 slices is enough for you, and 5 slices is enough for your partner, your hubby, your wife, whoever, then guess what? One of these steaks is actually 2 portions, so you're getting 20 portions of steak, right? That gets this less than $10 a portion. By the way, this is what I noticed as a restaurateur. When I sell a ribeye, guess what comes back? The bone, the fat, the gristle, little pieces of meat. When I sell a fillet, guess what comes back? Nothing. People eat every single thing that goes on the plate. So yes, it might be a little bit more expensive a fillet than a ribeye or a New York strip, but there's no waste. You get to enjoy every single mouthful. Like I am right now.
Hey, Curtis, what about doing a few of the shrimp with the filet mignon? It would be like an official kind of surf and turf kind of meal. That would just be amazing if you were already getting our today's special, the shrimp, which we're going to have another presentation of just shortly. It'll be our last look. It'll be our last presentation. But come on in and find out what everyone's talking about. They're talking about Curtis Stone. They're talking about his most amazing, incredible food. Everything's on FlexPay. Everything's on free shipping. Tonight, it is your chance to really think about the next few weeks, the next few months. How could we make your life easier? Sometimes the biggest hurdle we have at the end of the day, Curtis, is after a long day of either running around and managing your life, your household, or the kids, is to